And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. Does love have limits? Some married couples are taking breathers from their spouses because they spend too much damn time together. No, not a legal separation or divorce, but a sabbatical. Here's Dr. Angela Jones after dark on the topic. Dr. Angela Jones is here with that 6-week break. They call it a marriage sabbatical. Will that work for people who may be having a difficult time in their marriage instead of getting separated, instead of getting a divorce? To keep it fresh, just take a short break, a sabbatical.
Yeah, I mean, you could do it if you are having a hard time in your marriage, but I also think it's a great idea if you are doing well in your marriage, but you've been with each other every single day, or you're around each other a lot, and you just need maybe just a reset, because sometimes a marriage sabbatical doesn't really have to do with the actual marriage. It may have something just to do with you. Like maybe you need some time to reflect on your life, to feel more independent or interdependent within this marriage and trying to figure out like your footing. So there's many reasons why I think a 6-week marriage sabbatical is great, but it just really depends on like what your reasoning is. If you want to get a 6-week sabbatical so you could go find a fling, that may be a problem.
and that was going to be my next question. How do you keep your wife or your husband from not wondering that this may be something you're trying to get away from them and not something that someone, a counselor, may have suggested to keep that marriage fresh without making the other person suspicious?
The thing is that there's nothing really too much you can do, right? If trust has been broken in your relationship and then you're asking for a marriage sabbatical, then that wandering thought is going to be there. But when I was reading about it, they say most of the time that's usually one of the fears is that, they're going to go away and they're going to have a fling or have a couple of flings. And that's usually what deters people from wanting their spouse to take a break, from being around each other. But that's why I said the reasoning does matter. If I feel like I need some time to myself because maybe I've had a whole bunch of kids and I haven't had time to myself and I just need a reset, that's something different. So it really honestly depends on your why. And it also depends if you actually can take a 6-week sabbatical. That's quite a long time for most people. Most people can't take just 6 weeks off of life and go do something like that. So it just really depends on if you can and your why.
And before we get to what that sabbatical actually looks like, what if someone takes a sabbatical and then come back and they'll say, I want a 3-week extension. I want 3 more weeks.
So this is something you both have to agree on, because it's 2 people taking a sabbatical. It's just not one person taking a sabbatical. So it's better if it's 2 weeks. It helps people focus. It helps knowing like they're doing the same thing I'm doing. Maybe you guys can tell each other what you're planning to do during your 6 weeks to kind of give each other like an idea of what's going to happen. What are you going to do? What are your plans? But, it's really hard to say.
Extension?
If it's an extension, again, why do you need an extension? Were you not able to complete the task that you wanted to do? What is it? So it just really depends on your why. But since the pandemic, being around your spouse every single day, a lot of couples do not realize that they need a break from each other. And that doesn't mean that the person is a bad person. That just means like, I need a reset. I need to get myself together so I can be my best version of myself in this marriage.
Now, when we talk about a sabbatical and what it actually looks like, does this mean you are not staying together? You've cut off all communication? Do you meet every now and then for dinner or breakfast? How do you set that sabbatical up?
Depending on, I guess, your price point, right? So if you have a lot of funds and you can take that time off and, you don't have to worry about the kids, then if you're traveling, you guys can go to different parts of the world, right? You could go to Thailand, another person could go to Egypt. It just really depends. Some people take sabbaticals in the same city, maybe rent an apartment for 6 weeks and another person stays at a hotel for 6 weeks, or one person stays at the house and one person doesn't. So how does it look like? It just really depends on the couple. Some couples do want to talk once a day. Hey, how was your day? Da, 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 da. Some couples choose no communication, right? At all. And I think honestly, the no communication one is the better one to go with, because it's a true sabbatical. It's a true reflection of being on your own and being with yourself for a little bit, and not having that dependency of the other person.
And you've always heard the saying, absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Exactly. It does. It really does. You know, to desire your mate, sometimes you just need a little space, a little mystery. You need some time to miss the person. Now, if you come back and both of y'all still can't stand each other,
extension.
Either an extension, or we may need to go to counseling and figure out if we still want to be married, you know? So there's a whole bunch of reasons why, you know, you could take a sabbatical.
All right, Dr. Angela Jones, for those who would like to contact you, how should they reach you?
My website at angelajonesphd.com, or you could go to my Instagram page at Dr. Angela Jones.